All right, let's get straight to it. Everyone's asking the big question. Is AI going to take my job? Well, the answer is kind of yes, and also a huge no. And figuring out that difference is everything if you want to have a killer career by 2026. We're about to dive into some really surprising data. Stuff that shows AI is actually making some devs slower. Yeah, you heard that right. And at the same time, it's opening up these incredible high-paying jobs. So you ready? Let's break it down.
So, this is the reality right now. It's a fork in the road, and every single one of us is standing right in front of it. On one side, you've got the $50,000 job. You're a coder, you're replaceable, you're basically stuck. On the other side, the $200,000+ career. You're not just a coder, you're a conductor. You're irreplaceable, you're strategic. And believe me, the choices you make in the next 12 months, they're going to decide which path you're on for a long, long time.
Okay, so let's get into this because it's pretty wild. I'm calling it the shocking AI paradox. And the big question here is, why is AI actually making some developers slower?
Check this out. A study from METR, and these guys are legit, found that experienced developers, we're talking about pros here, took 19% longer to get their work done when they were using AI tools. What? How is that even possible? What on earth is going on?
Yeah, just look at that number. Negative 19%. That means you're not just not getting faster, you're actively getting slower. This one stat completely shatters that whole story we've been sold, right? That whole AI will 10x your productivity dream. The reality, my friends, is way, way messier. And it's literally splitting the entire industry into pieces.
And this is how it's splitting. It's a three-way split. The software world has broken into three camps, all based on how people are dealing with AI. And trust me, you are in one of these groups right now, even if you don't realize it. You're either the AI drowned, the AI resistant, or the AI empowered. Let's dig into each one.
So first up, we've got the AI drowner. You've probably seen this person. Maybe you are this person. They're just copying and pasting code from ChatGPT or Copilot without really getting what it does. And what's the result? Oh man, it's a mess. Yeah, they're pushing a ton of code, but bug rates are shooting up by 9%. And their pull requests, they're 150% bigger. It's a nightmare for whoever has to review it. They're basically just creating more work for everyone else.
Then there's group 2, the AI resistant. These are often the senior devs, the old guard. They're folding their arms and saying, nope, not going to use it. But here's the trap. They're spending all their time cleaning up the mess from the AI drowned. They're just drowning in code reviews, trying to fix all this buggy, bloated AI code. They're fighting the last war, and frankly, they're getting left in the dust.
And then there's group 3. This is the goal. This is where you want to be. The AI empowered. These are the engineers who get it. They understand the why behind the code, not just the how. They use AI as a super smart intern to handle all the boring, repetitive tasks. This frees up their brainpower for the really important stuff, the high-impact strategic work. And check this out. 37% of them say AI has actually created more opportunities for them. These are the folks who are not just surviving, they are absolutely thriving.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Your job isn't going away, it's evolving. It's changing from a code writer to what I call a code conductor. Think about it. A conductor doesn't play every instrument, right? They orchestrate the whole symphony. That's your job in 2026. You'll be orchestrating AI tools, fact-checking everything they produce, and using your unique human brain to solve the big, messy business problems that AI can't even begin to understand.
All right, time for a gut check. Let's figure out which of those three groups you're in. This is an honest self-assessment just for you.
First question, and be real with yourself. When an AI tool spits out code, do you actually understand what it's doing? Completely, mostly, or not really?
Okay, next one. Can you explain why a piece of code works? Not just that it works, but the fundamental reason behind it. Is it a solid yes, a sometimes, or a no?
How about the big picture stuff? Are you actively learning system design, architecture, the high-level concepts? Is that a regular thing for you just occasionally or almost never?
This one's huge. When AI gives you code, are you a critical reviewer or do you just kind of accept it and move on? Is it always, sometimes, or rarely?
And last one, are you learning skills that go beyond just typing code? Things like product sense, understanding the business, communicating your ideas clearly. Yes, somewhat, or not at all.
Okay, quiz over. Hopefully that gave you some clarity. Now let's get to the part you've been waiting for. Let's talk about the high-value skill stack. In other words, what skills are actually going to get you paid
and paid well in 2026.
Let's look at the hard numbers. If you're in India, an AI/ML engineer is looking at 25 to 60 lakhs per annum. That's huge. And it's not just them. Cloud architects, site reliability engineers, data engineers, cybersecurity, they're all commanding top-tier salaries. You see the pattern here? None of these are just coding jobs. These are impact roles. You're not just writing features. You're directly impacting the company's bottom line, its security, its ability to scale.
So, how do you land one of these jobs? Simple. You need a two-part skill stack. Think of it like this. Your technical skills are the foundation. They get your foot in the door. They get you the interview. But the non-technical skills, that's the multiplier. That's what gets you the offer, the big promotion, the crazy salary. This is your human edge, the part of you that AI can never, ever replace.
All right, let's quickly run through the technical foundation. Python is still king, no surprise there. You absolutely have to know a major cloud platform. We're talking AWS, Azure, or GCP. Get comfortable with Kubernetes. And of course, the AI/ML stack is non-negotiable now. You need to understand LLMs, that's the tech behind ChatGPT, and things like LangChain.
Okay, but pay close attention to this. This right here, this is the whole game. This is your career moat, the thing that protects you from being replaced. AI can write a Python function, sure, but can it design a system that scales to millions of users? No way. Can it understand the business goals and translate them into a technical strategy? Absolutely not. System design, product sense, communication, real problem solving, this is what makes you irreplaceable. This is where the real value is.
Okay, so you get the what and the why. Now let's talk about the how. We're going to lay out your 2026 career roadmap. I've got a step-by-step plan for you, no matter where you're at in your career.
Path A is for the complete beginners. And look, I'm going to be straight with you. It's tougher now than it was a few years ago, but it's totally doable. First 3 months, nail your foundations. Python, JavaScript, but really understand it. Don't just copy-paste from an AI. Months 4 to 6, specialize. Pick a lane early. AI, cloud, data, that's where the demand is. The age of the generalist is over. Months 7 to 9, build a killer portfolio. And finally, months 10 to 12, network like your career depends on it, because it does. All right, Path B is for those of you with 1 to 3 years of experience. You, my friend, are in the sweet spot. Here's your plan. In the next 30 days, figure out your biggest skill gap. Is it AWS? Is it system design? Then build one project, an AI-powered one, that fills that gap. And here's the key. Document everything. Write blog posts, make videos, whatever. That public journey is your new resume. It's way more powerful than a piece of paper.
And Path C, for the senior engineers. You've got a choice to make. Option 1, become an AI-native architect. You're the one leading the team, focusing on high-level architecture and using AI as a tool to prototype and lead faster. Option 2, become an AI-adjacent specialist. Dive deep into something like AI safety or MLOps. Your years of experience are a massive advantage here, making you incredibly valuable in these new critical roles.
Okay, let's get real for a second. No hype, no fluff. Let's talk about the reality check and challenge, the hard truths and what you need to do, like today.
Look, I know what you're seeing online. The market is tough. Competition is crazy. It feels like nobody's hiring. And yeah, that's partly true. But, and this is a huge but, there are still over 105,000 open tech jobs out there, and the projected growth by 2032 is a massive 25%. So the opportunity is not gone. It has just changed shape. So who's actually going to win in 2026? It's pretty simple, actually. It's the adaptable ones, the people who are constantly learning, the T-shaped engineers who have broad skills but go deep on 1 or 2 things. It's the ones who use AI as a tool, not a replacement for their brain. They think about the business, not just the code. In one phrase, they are lifelong learners. Okay, I'm not going to leave you hanging. Here is your 30-day challenge. I want you to start this tomorrow. Step 1, pick one high-value skill to start learning. Just one. Step 2, build one tiny project to prove you're learning it. Step 3, find one tech community and get involved. That's it. Simple, right? This is how you start building momentum.
So let's wrap up with this. AI can write code. It's getting really good at it. But you know what it can't do? It can't write the future. That is still your job. That's where your value is. The future of software engineering isn't about being better than the machine.